Hello, welcome to Data Pro. Before starting C programming, let me first explain to you the basic steps in programming that you need to understand, which are common to any programming language. It can be C, C++, Java, Python, anything. So, let us see what are those steps. The first one is planning or algorithm preparation. The second one is coding. I will explain each one of them shortly. Let me list out the steps first. The third one is known as compilation. The fourth one is known as execution. These steps are common to any programming language. Let us first begin with planning or algorithm preparation. In real life, whenever you want to accomplish a big task, you first plan it. For example, you want to make a movie. You have to plan a lot of things, right from planning the story, then you have to book the dates of actors, plan the locations, book the hotels, book the flight tickets or train tickets. When you shoot a scene, you have to plan who are the actors that should be present or shown in that scene. Whenever an actor is delivering a dialogue, whether you have to zoom in, how much we should zoom in, when should we zoom out. Whenever an actor is delivering a dialogue, whose expressions should also be shown. All these you have to plan first, isn't it? Similarly, you plan for your exam study, semester exam or final exam study. Before constructing a building, you plan. Similarly, here also, before creating a software, you have to prepare a plan. Then only you start writing the code or instructions. Let me give you some examples related to software. Let me start with a simple example. You want to add two numbers. Then how do you plan it? First you have to accept one number. Then you have to accept another number. Then add them. Then display the result. So this is the simplest example. Let me give you one more example. You want to prepare an ATM software system. The first thing that you have to do is write a code to accept the card, check whether it is valid or not. Then take input from the user about his choice, whether deposit or withdraw or something else. For example, it is withdraw, then accept amount from the user, then accept PIN code, check whether the PIN number is correct or not, then check whether sufficient amount of fund is available or not in his or her account. If available, then again check whether sufficient amount of cash is present in the ATM machine or not. So all those things you have to first prepare or plan. Only then you have to start writing the code. So this is known as planning. This planning is irrespective of any program language or independent of any program language. Okay, the planning is common. Okay, right. So after planning, the next step is coding. You prepare plan roughly on paper. You write as maybe a flow chart or in steps. In English you write. But ultimately it should be conveyed to the computer. Ultimately software has to be executed by the or processed by the computer. So whatever plan you have prepared, that plan has to be converted into some programming language's instructions. That is known as coding. Coding means what? Converting our plan into a particular programming language's instructions. For example, C language instructions looks as follows. Java language instructions looks as follows. Python language instructions looks as follows. So this is known as coding. If you notice, in all the languages, it looks like English, yes or no? It is readable. Even though you don't understand what it means, you can read out. You can read the sentences, you can read the instructions, even though you don't understand them. Such code is known as human code or source code. Such code is known as what? Human code or source code. This code is not understandable by the computer directly, because any computer means CPU, stands for what? Central Processing Unit, or microprocessor we say. Microprocessor because it's a very small device. Any CPU or microprocessor understands a language known as binary language or binary code. It is nothing but zeros and ones. It is also known as machine language or object code. Any computer finally understands this code only. But you have just seen that the code written by humans is not in zeros and ones. We can't write code in zeros and ones as humans. So whatever code we write is known as source code. I have just shown you 3 examples in different languages. This is the source code that we write, but this is not understandable to the CPU directly. So you have to convert this form to CPU understand format. That process is known as compilation. This is our third step. First step is planning. Then we write instructions, that is coding. But the instructions, even though we have written the instructions in a particular computer programming language, that is not understandable by the CPU directly. They are understandable by whom? By special software known as compilers. By special software known as compilers. They do what? Convert source code into machine code. This step is known as what? Compilation. Once you are done with the compilation, then you get a machine code or object code. This is the machine code that we get at the end of compilation. This machine code resides on the hard disk of your computer. For any number of days it can stay. Whenever you want to see the result, then you have to do a step known as execution. So you have to do what? Execution. So execution means what? The object code that resides on the hard disk has to be loaded into a device known as RAM. A device known as what? RAM stands for random access memory. So the code has to be loaded into this RAM. Then from RAM, the CPU takes instruction by instruction, process it and give the result known as output of the program. This step is known as execution or running of the program. Whenever you open MS Word, whenever you open Google Chrome web browser, what are you doing actually? You are executing that program or you are running that program. Then what happens? From the hard disk, it gets loaded into RAM. Then the CPU process instruction by instructions, okay, and it gives the output. So this step is known as execution. So these 4 steps are common in every programming. I hope you have understood all these 4 steps. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.